So we'll begin with the first type of representation of graphical data, that is bar graph. Now bar graph, it consists of rectangular bars of equal width, and there should be equal spacing between the consecutive bars. Bars can be marked both vertically and horizontally, but normally we use vertical bars. The height of the bar represents the frequency of the corresponding observation. So how long the bar will be, that will be depending on the frequency, because you take frequency on the y-axis. So that will give you the height of the bar, and width is obviously same for all the bars. Now steps for constructing a bar graph. This is important. So how to go about in constructing a bar graph? First step will be draw two lines perpendicular to each other intersecting at 0. So these two lines are nothing but x and y axis, which you have already studied while doing coordinate geometry. Horizontal line is x axis and vertical line is y axis, and the point of intersection is 0. So this way you will be constructing x and y, and this point will be 0. This is the first step when you construct a bar graph. On the horizontal axis, choose the uniform width of the bars and uniform gap between the bars and write the names of data items whose values are to be marked. So on this horizontal axis, that is the x-axis, you will be marking the categories, what you are going to represent, and on the y-axis, you will be writing the frequencies. On the vertical axis also, choose a suitable scale in order to determine the heights of the bars of the given values, and frequencies taken on a y-axis. So here on the x-axis you will write category, and over here you will be writing the frequency. Calculate the heights of the bars according to the scale chosen and draw the bars. So we'll see one problem now. So this is of the next exercise. This is the first question. A survey was conducted by an organization for the cause of illness and death among women between the ages of 15 to 44 in years, and found the following in figures. Now figures in percentage. So a survey was conducted to understand what is the cause of illness among women. So they have studied some 6 cases over here. 6 causes have been studied. So first is reproductive health conditions, second is neuropsychiatric conditions, injuries, then cardiovascular conditions, respiratory conditions, and other causes. So these are the categories, and these are the percentages that they have observed. So 31.8% was of reproductive health conditions, 25.4% due to neuropsychiatric conditions, and so on. Represent the information given graphically, and which condition is the major cause. This is the graph for that. So on the horizontal axis, this is the horizontal axis, x-axis. Over here, all the causes have been taken. There are 6 different causes. So all those causes have been taken on the x-axis, and the female fatality rate percentage, that is the frequency that is recorded or observed, that is taken on the y-axis. Now this scale has to be chosen suitably according to the data. So you will see what is the range of your data, and accordingly you can decide. So over here, range means the maximum and minimum you will be seeing. Starting from, so you have something as low as 4.1% also, and it goes up to 31.8%. So when you see the lowest and highest data, you can roughly make out what should be the scale. So it is taken in this way: 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35. Now first one is 31.8, I think, 31.8. So 31.8 will be approximately taken as 32. So this one is 31.8. Then next is the neuropsychiatric conditions. It is 25.4. Now because it is less than 25.5, that 0.4 can be removed also from there. So if it was say 25.7 or 25.8, then roughly you could have taken it as 26. So since it is 25.4, it is almost marked on 25 only, but here you will be writing as 25.4. So certain approximation can be made. Then injuries next, it's 12.4, so approximately 12. This is 12.4. Then you have cardiovascular condition, that is 4.3. Then you have 4.1, and then other causes is 22. 22.0. So this is the way it will be taken on the y-axis. And if you observe here, equal gaps have been left between the bars. Here it is 1 unit, here also it is 1 unit, 1 unit, and so on. So these are all equal gaps. You can't do like 1 unit between these two and then 2 units between these two. So that is not allowed. So they are equal gaps. If you see the width of the bar, that is also equal. So this is how bar graph has to be made. And you can observe from the above graph that reproductive health conditions is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide. And probably the causes can be lack of proper care and understanding or lack of medical facilities. Here the data that is shown to you is number of girls to the nearest 10 per 1000 boys in different sections of Indian society is given below. If number of boys is 1000, then how many girls are there per 1000 boys? That is given here. In different sections of the Indian society, like scheduled caste 940, scheduled tribe ST 970, non-SC ST 920, backward districts 950, non-backward districts 920, rural 930, and urban 910. So this data has to be represented on the bar graph. It is starting from 910 and it is going till 970. So this is the lowest and this is the highest. So just when you are not starting from this point 0 and you are starting from somewhere in between, you can put this symbol king and you can begin. So here it is starting from 910, 920, 930 and so on. It is going till 980. Then different sections, they are taken on the x-axis with equal gap, equal spacing between the bar and width of the bar as same. From the above graph, we can conclude that the maximum number of girls per 1000 boys is present in the section ST, and we also observe that the backward districts and rural areas have more number of girls per 1000 boys than non-backward districts and urban areas. Another bar graph is the data showing political parties and the number of seats won by political parties in the state assembly elections. Draw a bar graph representing these polling results. So these are the categories A, B, C, D, E, F. There are 6 different parties and these are the seats won. So seats won are ranging from 10 to 10 is the lowest and the maximum is 75. So depending on that, then you can take the scale 10, 20, 30, 40. This scale can be taken and equal spacing 2 units each between each bar has been given here. And then on the y-axis you will be marking the number of seats that each party has won. So this will enable you to see at a glance which party has won the least number of seats and which party has won the maximum number of seats. Inferences can be drawn very easily. From the bar graph, it is clear that party A won the maximum number of seats.